What's up, y'all? It's your girl Chanel from Complex Simplicity. Welcome to another segment of Candid Talk with Chanel. The last time I did a Candid Talk, I had my fine, handsome husband helping me, talking about financial responsibility and how this could impact us during the holidays. Today, I'm alone again, and it's going to be a normal kind of thought-provoking question. And my question is this. Have you ever experienced where you'll get advice from someone regarding a particular thing that they don't have personal experience in? So like me, I'm not a parent yet. Hopefully God will bless me to have a child or children at some point. And I definitely tread water very lightly, regardless of the fact that I work in the social work world and I've worked in that world for 12 years. I still tread water lightly when it comes to topics of parenting with friends, girlfriends of mine, people I know who are parents, because I don't have personal experience being a parent. So yes, there's a lot of things that I do know because of my field of work and some common sense things, but I still don't know the day-to-day struggle, the day-to-day joy, the day-to-day anything of what it takes in being a parent. I won't be able to know that until if and when I'm blessed to have my opportunity to do so. And so that's a topic that, if you notice on this website, I talk about a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't talk about parenting on a deeper level because that's not something that I have experienced in life just yet. And I feel that until you experience certain things, you really can't offer maybe meaningful advice. I'm not going to say that I can't give any advice because I do have experience in the fields of, working with families and children, dynamics, important things you should have and possess as a parent, things of that nature. But I still try to be very uber careful because the first thing someone can say to me is, but you don't know because you ain't been in these shoes. And guess what? They're right? I could maybe give you textbook information. I can maybe give you casework kind of information, but I can't give you personal stories and experiences that I've had with the struggles and the triumphs of being a parent because I'm not a parent yet. And so I've experienced this in life where I have friends or people I know who want to give advice when it comes to married people, or people may want to give advice as far as my fields of practice, career-wise, when they're not in that field. You want to give me marital advice and you're not married, never really been in love. And so, yes, there's a certain level of textbook, common sense information one can share. But at the same time, if you're not married, there's just certain things you don't know, you'll never get until you're in that situation. If you haven't worked in the social work field, love is love, but there's just certain things you will never understand, you will never get because you haven't worked in this field. To know what it takes, to know the pressures of what comes with it, and so I just wanted to put that out there. Like, have you ever encountered people who mean the best? I'm not talking about know-it-alls. I'm not necessarily talking about people who just like to hear themselves talk. I mean, people, loved ones, family, friends who may have the best of intentions and offer advice and often give advice, but don't really, or let me not say don't really, haven't walked in the shoes or experienced certain things to give advice that could be as meaningful as maybe they would think or they would hope it is. And even myself, like I said, I try not to be a know-it-all. I try not to give solicited advice. I'm to the point in my life, if you ask, then I'll give, but I'm not out here just saying, you know what you should do? Or why don't you try? I try to steer clear from that. But I do know, like, sometimes the frustration and annoyance you can feel when someone's giving you advice, whether you asked or not, but it's like you don't really know. Like, you don't know what it's like to be married and what it takes to be married and what the day-to-day of that is, or what my career is, or whatever the situation is. You're not a parent, Chanel. You don't know the struggles of being a mom. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? And so maybe just to kind of see what your thoughts are out there about that, and to also encourage us to be cautious, because a lot of us will have the best of intentions in the advice that we give, but just to be aware of, let me not really dive into this because I don't really have the kind of experience that is necessary maybe to really help this family member, this loved one, this friend along with whatever it is that they're going through. Sometimes maybe if a friend of mine who's a parent is venting, it's best for me to listen, do more listening than I do talking, because like I said, it's not my life and my world just yet. So I may not be able to offer something that a fellow mother, a fellow father, a fellow parent out there can offer when it comes to advice. So yeah, why is it that some of us like to kind of put our 1-2 in there when we ain't experienced the very thing that this person is going through? We're trying to help them, we mean well, but I think it's important for us to realize, let me back it on up and maybe do more listening than talking and offering of advice in this situation, because I really don't know what it's like to be a mom, or I don't know what it's like to be a wife or a husband, or I don't know what it's like to work in this particular field, or I just don't know. I haven't experienced a loved one who's battled cancer or whatever comes with that, right? So let's just be kind of careful about, well, you should or try or you should do, when we haven't experienced it quite yet. I'm not saying we can't offer a certain amount of advice that's good, but I think real deep, meaningful, helpful advice, if you really haven't been in that situation or in those person's particular shoes, it's gonna be kind of hard even for them to probably receive it, because it's like, what do you know? You don't know about this. You know what I'm saying? And even me as a married woman, I tell a lot of my girlfriends, I've only been married for 3 years, praise be to Jesus, but just because I've been married for 3 years, that doesn't even qualify me to give someone who's married 7 years marital advice, if you get what I'm saying, right? So sometimes even when we are in the same realm, if I've been a parent for 2 years and you've been a parent for 10 years, not saying that my parenting skills are not up to par or as good as yours, but you've definitely experienced a lot more in your parenting of your 10-year-old than I've experienced in the parenting of my 2-year-old, right? And so let me try to do more listening and learning than I do of telling you what you need to do and what you should do. Just what was on my mind. Let me know what you think. Comment under this vlog. Please don't be shy. Continue to head to complexsimplicity.com. And until next time.